Looking at this first game on Saturday, we got San Diego State. They're laying two, minus 130 on the money line, over under 132 and a half. So I'll go first on this one. And I talked about this on Tuesday. I am going to go under on this game, under that 132. SDSU's identity is really their defense. They're allowing just 57 points per game during the tournament so far. And they held one of the nation's best offenses, Alabama, to just 64 points in the Sweet 16. There was only one game that has surpassed 130 for the Aztecs so far in this tournament. They limit opponents to 40.8% shooting from the floor, 28.2% from three-point range. Now, we obviously do know that FAU has been pretty good at the three ball, but I do feel like San Diego State can limit them. And you got to think with teams that have never, ever been to the Final Four before, and then you get this large stadium, there's going to be some nerves. There are going to be some problems with their like depth perception, which the shooting has already been like a little bit off in this entire tournament. So I'm going to go on this under. I know it's the popular thing. Everybody's on the under. Again, it could bite me, but that's what I'm going to take here. And I'm going to root for San Diego State University because my friend is a coach.
Your friend's the coach?
He's an assistant coach. So he went to San Diego State University. Shout out to Dave Velasquez. He went to SDSU. He was like a student manager kind of on the team. Then on his final year, I think he actually made the team, but he was like a coordinator and a manager and all of these things kind of on the operational side as well. And then I think he went to one more school, like UOP, after he graduated, came back to San. He's been there for like 20 years. And he's worked himself up there. He's very, very big on the defense. He gets a lot of credit for that. And he's just been there for so long. And like, this is his team. He went there, he played there. He's been coaching there. I'm so happy. It's so amazing to see your friends win and, achieve their dreams and goals. So goals, excuse me. So I'm rooting for San Diego State.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. And it's always a cool story when you hear like guys, like you see it pretty often, like, they went there, they worked their ass off, they played, they grinded. Now they're assistant coaches working their ways up. So it's a cool story. I'm on the other side though. I lean FAU.
Cool story.
Yeah. Cool story, Katie. See ya. Yeah, I lean FAU here. I think I'll probably take him on the money line. The one thing that does worry me, I was actually listening to your show from the other day, and you had the guy from Action Network on, and
Holland, yeah,
and he was talking about how FAU is much better at shooting off the dribble, and how San Diego State is one of the better teams in the country. I think top 5 or top 10 in defense guarding 3 points off the dribble. So that does worry me a little bit, and I think that does play very well to your under bet. I think the under is a nice play there. But I just think FAU just has it going for them right now. You see the teams they beat, and then you look at the teams that San Diego State has just beat, like Alabama, Creighton, 2 of the teams that a lot of people thought had a better chance to win it at this point. And you see the line is only 2 points, and I just feel like the public perception is going to think that line should be a little bit higher, and everyone is going to be on the Aztecs to just keep that run going. And I think it'll be what you said?
I said right.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. So I just like FAU there. I think they'll be able to get it done. I like the big guy inside. He's great on the offensive glass. He's been keeping things alive for them, kicking out to the shooters to hit those threes. So I like FAU there.
All right. Well, I hope that you are wrong, but of course, I'd like you to make up some money. And because I feel like I'm kind of emotional about my friend moving on, that's why I'm laying off the side. But looking to lock in that under. Okay, so the next game, you've got the Miami Hurricanes versus the UConn Huskies. UConn is favored minus 250 money line, 5.5 point spread, over under 49.5. I'm going chalk here. I just think that UConn is a better team on both sides of the ball, but it is a little scary because Miami is this like frisky team. They're perfect against the spread in this entire tournament so far, including as 8-point dogs against the number 1 seed Houston. But I just think that UConn has the program experience there, and they have the better team. And look, they started the season 14-0. They actually look better now than they did then. So I also live in Stamford, Connecticut. I mean, there's a lot of heart going into this. I was walking Edie the other day. I saw the UConn Husky mascot just walking around because there's a UConn campus here. So give me the Huskies.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think UConn will win this game outright. The 5.5, though, I will probably lean and take Miami in that spot. But it's funny because I went right before the season ended. I went and saw UConn play. They played Villanova, and they just absolutely smoked Villanova, ran them off the court. And I was said
Yeah.
to myself, I was like, wow, this UConn team is a lot better than I thought they were. And
Yep.
they're so big. Like, they got the two big guys inside. Their guards are big and strong. So I feel like they could ultimately just be too physical for Miami. A little bit smaller of a team, likes to shoot, play more of a finesse type of game. So I think UConn will ultimately win the game, but I like Miami with the 5.5.